Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wrath of the Righteous with me, Bregaton. Let's set out towards the Murky Grotto. There we go.
This will be quick!
Alright, Sunshine, you take care of that guy. Obrig, take care of that guy. Everyone else, charge forward.
The light, take you!
Lan, how about your buddy?
You've crossed the wrong mongrel! Gone, fiend!
I can't stress enough how much I love Death from Above being added to the game. I do wish that the Aasimar or any Mythic Path that gets wings could also use it.
I'm gone.
We could probably buy a few of these. How much is all of them? Oh, that's cheap. Alright, we'll take that. That's a little expensive. I think we have a Lockpicker's Kit 3. Alright, so we really need... I mean, I could just buy everything. We definitely don't need this much, but... yeah, and this will last us the rest of the game, so no harm in having all this. I don't have Nenio in the party, so I'm not scribing scrolls anyway, so I shouldn't have to invest in a higher level of this. Yeah, let's take that. That'll last us the rest of the game. And then some. Because now that we have all that, I can just use the Demon Slayer soup every time I rest and not worry about it. Alright, now off to Temple of the Good Hunt.
Running from the law, cutting purses, breaking into other people's houses. Is that really all you want out of life?
Oh, sister, I remember a priest of Iomade asking me the exact same thing when I was about 10 or so, using the exact same words. Do you guys have a script you have to follow or something?
take care of it.
Just swap these around, actually. Okay, swap around my inventory instead.
It's time to act.
Yeah, so I forgot that Bestow Grace only affects good creatures. I don't remember what Blood Charity... Oh, there it is. That's right. Okay.
No
I
reason to
am
pause.
never wrong.
A bright future awaits us.
Let's do it that way, I guess.
Always ready.
Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi. Amranda grati. Ona adayana. Ona adayana.
Together we stand.
Adayana, Inimosi Travisi. Ona Adayana.
Let's try to Woljif anyway, and see if maybe they didn't implement that. So 15, 17, 11.
Ona Adayana.
Yeah, okay. It's not working on Woljif.
Lend you my aid. Adayana. Inimosi travisi. Aporane sentes. Aporane sentes. Aporane sentes. Aporane sentes. Patritium turino. Ona gratio. Ona adayanam. Ona adayanam. Ona adayanam. Ona adayanam. Ona adayanam. Rashani savitur. Rashani savitur. Rashani savitur. Rashani savitur. Rashani savitur. Ona adayanam. Ona adayanam. Ona adayanam. Ona adayanam. Ona adayanam. Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi.
Don't mind me.
Oh, whoops. Did use this on something else, like, probably shield.
The
Oh, well.
world has suffered enough.
Yeah, I forgot to get rid of enlarged person on Woljif.
Inimosi, Inimosi, Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi.
Alright.
Something wrong.
We won't fall here. I swear it.
Zanedra promised to take us to a safe place. Baphomet, protect your servants.
You won't survive me.
The inheritor. Guide my blade.
Don't hold back.
Cover me, all right?
Huh. Let's sacrifice some Crusaders to Baphomet one last time. We'll guarantee a smooth passage to his realm. Say so, buddy. I guess he grabbed him from over here? Some serious reach.
Fall! Make every strike count. I will bring down the divine wrath.
The light! Thank you!
Strike! You are beyond redemption!
Zanedra looks at you in alarm and irritation, but she quickly regains her composure. Her tone is threatening. So, you found my little refuge then, Commander. I can't say I'm happy to see you here. We're in a bit of a hurry, and you no doubt plan to wreak the same mayhem you did in the Ivory Sanctum. Why don't you come back another time? The woman's words carry a taunting edge. What did you say to little Grotto? He wasn't at all like himself when I arrived. He attacked me and tried to kill me. So unlike our little coward. He's in the cellar now. He'll nourish us before we depart on our long journey. Sila's muttering promises of a slow, painful death. Let the boy go. You have the chance to survive this day and stand trial for your deeds. One chance. Huh. Why don't you get on your knees and lay down your sword, and then we'll see if I agree to your bargain. What are you doing here? The woman smiles deviously. This is the temple of the Horned God. You can appreciate the irony. Grubby peasants were worshipping a god with a stag's head above, while down in the crypt, I was performing masses for Baphomet, the father of Minotaurs. You idiot crusaders never even considered that the enemy could be hiding in your own holy places. How long? Ulbricht's face is a grimace of anger and pain. How long have you been hiding under our houses and shrines, tainting our land, poisoning people with your lies? Long enough, my dear servant of dead gods who comes from a dead people. We've been here for a very long time. We came long before your homeland was reduced to ashes. Liar, you couldn't have been. The Skyr was responsible for Sarkoris' destruction, and it wasn't until much later that Baphomet joined the war. Believe what you will. I'm not here to enlighten you. This place was my secret lair, the place where I enlightened those who were seeking. But now that you've destroyed our stronghold in the Ivory Sanctum, it is time for the servants of Baphomet to go west, to a less dangerous location. Why didn't the temple cleric tell anyone about you? Well, we already know that. Zanedra scoffs. That cowardly little pup. I came here and ordered him to obey me, and he didn't even put up a fight. I placed a curse on him, one my master taught me. If that little wimp allowed anyone but a true servant of Baphomet into the crypt, he would be doomed to an excruciating death. Oh, it was fun watching the torment of the pitiful little coward. You'll pay for what you did to this poor boy. Zanedra smirks. What I did to this one in particular? What about all those other poor mortals that you herded toward me to be slaughtered? This boy is but a drop in the ocean of souls I have corrupted and led into treachery. How dare you defile this temple? Zanedra hisses in fury. How dare I? I'm the defiler of temples. I'm the temptress of priests. I'm the thief of relics and shrines. I am Zanedra. Who are you to barge into my sanctuary? Be gone. You'll not escape me this time. Ha ha ha. Let's see if you are brave enough to follow me, valiant crusader. Do you have the guts to pursue me into the shrine of Baphomet, the lord of the Ivory Labyrinth? I mean, I busted into the Ivory Sanctum, so yeah, I think so. And know this, if you step over the threshold of the crypt, Grotto's death will be excruciating. A brood of hungry rats will appear inside him. They'll chew him from the inside out. If you choose to fight me, you will also be condemning him to death. So some mythic paths have a loophole for that. Hey, can't see it. Not so fast, Zanedra. You desecrated my temple. You took my courage. And you will answer for it. Feel the wrath of Aristotle. So I think this one's exclusive to the Angel Path. But how? You filthy little swine. Delamir's bow is in my hand. Her armor is on my chest. Her wrath is in my heart. Oh, nice. He just straight up killed her. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's the angel path. There's one where, in the Trickster Mythic path, you just claim that you're a follower of Baphomet and you can go down without him exploding into rats. Unfinished letter. The letter was written in haste and left unfinished. Glory to Lord Baphomet. Lady Hepzibah, you should know that the Ivory Sanctum has been raided. The Crusader forces are no doubt continuing their offensive. In light of their victory, it has become dangerous to maintain an underground sect in this region. I trust that Lord Baphomet would value a living Zanedra more highly than a dead one. Therefore, I hope that he will not punish us for our forced retreat. The commander of the Crusaders is too dangerous for us to sit here under his nose. I have summoned all loyal members of the sect. When all is ready, we'll set out west via secret routes. I'm relying on you two. Grotto's eyes are ablaze. No trace remains of his youthful diffidence. Commander, I killed that accursed witch, and her servant. The power of Aristil freed me from Zanedra's curse. Praise be to him, and to you. Without your help, I'd still be shaking in a corner like a kicked puppy. Grotto smiles sheepishly, and suddenly, the young timid cleric you remember has reappeared before you, and gone as the tough demon killer. When Zanedra showed up here, I remembered what you said. I screwed up my courage, and I tried to chase her down. It was no use. They grabbed me and tossed me in the crypt. They wanted to eat me last, the beasts. And I heard you arrive, and I beseeched Aristil to help me. Suddenly, the ropes around me fell away, and the sarcophagus of Delamere the Blessed was open and bathed in light. I grabbed her bow and arrow, and killed the demons guarding me. The cleric briskly unclasps his leather breastplate and holds it out to you, along with the bow. Take them. They should belong to a real hero, not me. I'm unworthy. Grotto forcefully presses the relics into your arms. I have to go. Die as well, Commander. I'm returning to Drezen. I've had enough adventures for a lifetime. I hope to see you again sometime. That's Delamere's armor. This +3 leather armor allows its wearer to cast spells from the plant domain as if they are 2 caster levels higher. And Delamere's bow. Whenever this +2 holy composite longbow lands a hit, the enemy must pass a fortitude saving throw DC 22 or become entangled for 1 round. It can only be equipped by good aligned characters. A hole stands out vividly in the demon's chest, as if an arrow wrought from sunfire found its mark there. The bloody remains of a person lie out in plain view. There are marks on the bones left by gnawing teeth, some of them human. A shock grimace is frozen on the demon's face. He was killed suddenly and quickly.
My skills are absolute.
Grand depiction of a bull's head drawn in blood. An antler of monstrous proportions set in steel. The beast to which it belonged must have been as large as a house. Glory be to Baphomet, Lord of the Ivory Labyrinth, unbridled consort of Lamashtu, father of the Horned Brood. Connive, maul, rut, and build labyrinths of lies in his honor. This is the will of his chosen priestess Zanedra, or Zanedra. A diary found in a crypt. Mira is 3 days old. What a happy day. I'm strong enough to hold a quill again, and I can now write of my joy. My prayers have been answered at last. I prayed desperately for many years to the goddess of beauty and fertility, but they only responded with silence. Mother Lamashtu alone answered my prayers. Finally, Mira was born. It was difficult for me to bear her for 9 months, but looking into her golden eyes and seeing her pretty smile, I realized that all the hardships are worth it, and all the terrible rituals I wish I could forget. It's such a pity that my husband didn't live to see this day. Mira is 6 months old. The wet nurse refused to feed her. She said the baby bit her breast too hard and sucked out the blood. What nonsense. True, my little girl was born with teeth. That doesn't make her a bloodsucker. She's my angel, I'm sure the humps on her back will soon develop into little wings. Mira is 5 years old. Mira is 5, but I still breastfeed her. She just won't let go of me. I'm the only one who can bear her little teeth. The servants leave us one after another. They say they're frightened by rustling in the night, and that girls discover bite marks and bruises on their arms and legs in the morning. The housekeeper was the last to leave. She said she woke up at night to the sound of scratching up above the ceiling beam. She swears she looked up and saw Mira, crawling across the ceiling. She showed me claw marks on the wood too. But of course I told her it was all ridiculous. My baby sleeps blissfully at night. But the silly woman packed her things nevertheless. Mira is 5.5. Mira loves me so much. It's impossible to pull her away from my breast. It worries me that she doesn't want to eat vegetables. The cook complains that the little girl sneaks into the kitchen and snatches pieces of raw meat right out of her hands. My poor girl. No one wants to be friends with her. That's why she plays such strange games. Mira is 6. The cook has vanished. She probably ran away in secret. Mira slept all day. Her little tummy is so bloated, I'm afraid she might have contracted an illness from the uncooked meat. Mira is 6 in 1 month. I found what was left from the cook in the compost pile. I don't know what kind of animal chewed off her breasts and ripped chunks of meat from her stomach. A wolf, perhaps. A rabid dog. Absent-minded, I didn't hear Mira come close. She laughed joyously, pointing her little finger at the rotting remains. A child's innocence. She didn't even realize what she was looking at. This may be the last thing I write in my life. My milk is not enough for Mira anymore. She wants more from me, and the wounds from her little teeth get deeper and deeper. Now I understand what happened to the cook. I'm afraid, but I am her mother. I must be strong, and give my child everything I can. Mira is near. I can hear her crystal laughter. Great Mother Lamashtu, I beg you, care for her when I'm gone. She has no one but us. So, I remember that story very well. It is, I think, the darkest note that you find in this entire game. It's pretty morbid. Also, it's a little differently now that I'm a dad. Last time I wrote that, I didn't have a kid yet. Also, Hylar's Quest hits a little differently too. Well, maybe not differently, but definitely a little harder. Now let's walk back, in case there's any more relevant random encounters. Let's go and rest up. We don't need Demon Slayer soup here since we're not actually fighting anything.
I used to think that even in the Hell Knights, the smooth talkers would be the ones to make commander. Not war dogs like you.
My usefulness as a paralictor was self-evident.
Man, he has a decent charisma score. He has to be somewhat of a smooth talker.
I'm gone.
Can't talk about the, Can you transmog Finian? No. Yeah, I was wondering if we could talk to Nevi about Zanedra. Actually, Grotto should be back in Drezen too. I'm not going to use the equipment. I could give that back to him. Let's do that real quick. But that's all we have to do until Galfrey shows up. If I was on the Azada mythic path, we could proceed to the next quest right away. You don't have to wait on Galfrey. And it's... the Azada has a couple really cool moments in the game. Probably towards the temple. Storming the Midnight Fane before Galfrey arrives, which she does not care for. And there's a moment in Act 4. I mean, the actual quest wasn't that standoutish, but the fight that followed was the best I've had in any CRPG.
Follow if you dare.
Kyoto said he's gonna come here. I'd assume he'd be around the temple. Maybe not. Let's go check him in land real quick. I don't think I missed any conversations with them, but we'll double check since we're out here. And then we'll return to the Citadel, and next time we'll do some more housekeeping before we get to march towards the Midnight Fane.
I do what I must.
Take it back down here. He's got to be around here somewhere. You take the temple. I didn't look over here, did I? Because in front of the temple's pretty cluttered. You've got Arushalai and Arsino already. And Arsino kind of took over Kyoto's responsibilities as a cleric merchant. Something to talk to Sela about.
I'm gone.
Oh hey, see? Perseverance. The Kyoto looks more mature than when you last saw him, and the childish softness is gone from his face. But his smile is just as kind and naive as ever. Greetings, Commander. May Aristil be with you. Remind me, what's your name? They call me Kyoto the Shepherd Boy. Well, that's what they used to call me. But it's not very fitting for a priest, is it? The cleric lapses into confused silence for a few moments. I come from a village near Last Wall. I've always been drawn to Aristil even as a child. A cleric by the name of Jode once passed through our village. A kind old man. He's a important NPC in Kingmaker, which I've mentioned before. We've also read this before. So I'm not going to read that again. Arathmis and I marched with your army to liberate Drezen. I should have stayed here, but I was a fool. I'm looking for the Temple of Delamere, to my eternal regret. Why did you leave the Temple of Delamere? The young cleric sighs heavily. I was not suited to that burden. The temple is painfully close to the demon's lands. A prior cannot be lying in his bed at night, shaking like a frightened rabbit. Let someone stronger and braver take up that post. I already tried, and look where it got me. Delamere said that every man must know his place. My place is humble, not heroic. Tell me about the temple where you used to serve. We've already talked about this as well. It's just the questions have been reworded, but the dialogue here is the same. I want to know more about Aristil's teachings. Yeah, it's all old news too, I think. I think we read that. I want to return Delamere's relics to you. Kyoto shakes his head in protest. Don't even think of it, Commander. I'll not accept them. These are holy items. The Crusaders need them more. If I take them, Aristil want me to go and fight the demons. And I don't need any adventures like that. You are a true hero. The young man blushes and looks down. I'm no hero. It's not like I It was Aristo's power that struck the demon down. I'm just Kyoto the shepherd boy. Don't go tempting me with words like hero. You're the hero. No, you're the hero. You have proven yourself. Don't you want to join my party? Kyoto shakes his head, and he speaks firmly and with maturity. I'm sorry, but no. I'm not a hero. I'm an ordinary lad from a village near Lastwall. I've had enough adventures to last me a lifetime. I'm glad I got out of them alive. I'll stay here and help where I can. But battles, storming demon fortresses, and other escapades. They're not for the likes of me. I need the services of a cleric. I'll be glad to help, Commander. I've kept all of Rathmus's scrolls, and I've even managed to learn a few of his tricks. I study languages so that I can read foreign scrolls. Rathmus used to call me a polyglutton. I never met a foreign language I didn't want to sink my teeth into. The young man seems to preen slightly. Well, he's going to get Delamere's equipment, whether he likes it or not. Also, I need to equip Bismuth.
We do it my way. Should move. Follow if you dare.
Alright, I'm gonna call it here, and next time we'll manage Crusade affairs until Godfrey arrives. Or also deal with events or whatever else might pop up. But either way, for now, thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one.